Hello, everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Coffee's steaming this morning. It's cold. One thing, definitely cold. Today's Monday, January 16th. Currently, it's 29 degrees. High today is 52. Chance of precipitation 37%. Humidity 77%. No wind, and air quality is 63. It's moderate. Okay, what's going on today? It's going to be a grocery outlet haul today, everyone. I can't remember how long it had been. It was the first one, I believe, of this month. The first time we went this month, I think. And we didn't even get everything we saw because there was just so much stuff. But we got some really neat stuff. Always crazy cheap prices and good deals. So check that out this afternoon. What's for dinner? Last night, I fixed enough of the hash brown casserole for 2 meals, and I'm going to try to start doing that when I make a casserole. I'm just going to make enough for 2, and if we don't want it, like the other day, I made the smoked sausage and roasted veggies, so I just put one of them, enough for another one, in another casserole. Well, it's not one a casserole dish. It was from Dollar Tree. It's one of those. It's a cake pan, is what it is, but it's an aluminum square pan, and it has a lid. So I use that to freeze enough for another meal. So all we have to do is pop it in the oven whenever we're ready for it. And so last night we had leftover hash brown casserole, French style green beans, and garlic bread. And Joy said I didn't notice much about them, but Joy said she didn't like the French style green beans from Kroger. I didn't really notice much difference, but there was something about them she didn't like as much. We only got one more can of the Kroger ones, and we got some other ones. I started to open up a can of those ones. It was half full that time, just to see. I still got some of them. I think next time I'll try that and see if they're all that way, because that was really something else. It was all full of water, but it was only like half full of the French style green beans. So what's for dinner tonight? Got some hamburger patties. So I guess I don't think we want burgers. I think we'll have hamburger steak, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Well, we just had French style green beans. I don't know, some other vegetable. Hamburger steak, mashed potatoes, and another vegetable. Or also Joy's wanting to get some more cottage cheese and pineapple. I do love cottage cheese and pineapple, but we had it with we had cottage cheese and peaches the other day, and I liked it too. Oh, here's what the dinner looked like. I made some garlic bread. I had some hoagie roll buns that didn't seem super fresh, so I made garlic bread out of it. That was really good. Seemed like it was even tastier the second time around. What's this thing doing? Okay. So it's another beautiful day out. It's nice and sunny. You can tell the sun's coming through pretty good. So it's pretty sunny out, but it's cold again. Really cold. Seems like I get colder anymore. You know, used to. I worked out in the weather all my life pretty much, and so used to it didn't seem that cold to me after working out in it all the time. It's really bad to work out in super cold weather though. I don't like wearing gloves to work in, because I can lose, you know, they don't grip as good on something like if you're pulling a buggy thing full of a dolly up some steps or something like that. You want to hold on to that as good as you can. And I've had things slip out of my hands in gloves, so I didn't like wearing gloves unless I absolutely had to. But then my hands would be super cold all the time. And your feet, your hands and your feet are the two things you really want to try to keep warm. Because if your feet are super cold, that's bad too. I can't stand that. Okay, I got some today's tidbits. They've had a few more interesting ones lately. This says endangered ring-tailed lemur found in Illinois family garage. You'd think that was an alien or something if you saw that thing in your garage. If it was in my garage and it was like peeking out from something, I'd be, it's an alien, you know? I mean, it kind of looks like, wouldn't you? I mean, you'd be like, what is that? An endangered ring-tailed lemur, I guess is what it is, was discovered inside the garage of an Illinois family. According to the Miller Park Zoo, the startling discovery happened Wednesday night by a family in Bloomington, Illinois, and I used to live in Illinois, Lombard, Illinois, more than 50 miles northeast of Springfield. I've been to Springfield. Ring-tailed lemurs are endangered as a result of resource depletion, farming, and climate change. Well, that's not good. Okay. Cruise ship saves 17 from tiny boat thanks to heavy winds. On Saturday, a Royal Caribbean cruise ship saved 17 people believed to be Cuban refugees who were jammed into a small boat. The cruise liner had canceled a day trip to Coco Cay because of strong winds. It ended up coming into contact with a little boat in the Bahamas. The captain claimed the boat had been drifting aimlessly for weeks. Well, then people probably would have died if they hadn't rescued them. I mean, if it'd been already a couple weeks, I can't imagine they would have much supplies or anything, or food or water. 2 weeks is a long time. I mean, if there's 17 people drinking what water, you know, that they ration even. Pentagon releases report of UFO sightings in 2022. You know what? I just always am curious about these. I've always been fascinated by the reports and stuff, but I'd like to see that. I wonder where you go to see that. They probably must have some kind of a website, I guess. What do you punch in Pentagon.com or something? I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what, you know. And I can't believe they're actually, you know, reporting that there's, you know, incidents anymore. Why not? You know, don't try to hide it from people. I think it's hard to shock people anymore, I think, you know. I mean, I hadn't seen any little green men walking around in my backyard or anything, so I mean, everything. I'd still be interested to hear about the ones that they have. See what was said or whatever. Okay, Farmer's Almanac's spring outlook for the U.S. is here. The Farmer's Almanac's long-range forecast calls for a soggy, shivery spring. Spring in the Great Lakes will be cold and very stormy. Meanwhile, the southeast U.S. may see regular springtime temperatures as well as lots of showers. Residents of New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Louisiana could see plenty of thunderstorms this spring. Okie dokie. So it sounds like, you know, might be a good spring for us in this area. Okay. Let's see here. This thing where I'm getting the local news, I mean, newspapers are just, people don't even read them really anymore. I don't see them hardly delivered anywhere or anything. Everything's online, I guess, you know. But I've been getting that, and now I realize what I was going to say is, now I realize the crime, the different crime that's going on in our city. It's worse than it used to be, I think. Archaeologists recovered nearly 300 artifacts from an 1840s Arctic shipwreck. Let's see. Okay. Significant deposits of rare earth minerals essential for green energy found in Sweden. A Swedish mining company found significant deposits of rare earth minerals in the country's far north region, a discovery that could have wide-ranging implications for the future of green energy in Europe. The company, LKAB, said in a press release that it uncovered more than 1 million metric tons of rare earth oxides, which are essential for an array of products ranging from cell phones to wind turbines and electric car engines. Wow. This is the largest known deposit of rare earth elements in our part of the world, and it could become a significant building block for producing the critical raw materials that are absolutely crucial to enable the green transition. President and CEO Jan Mostrom said in a statement, "We face a supply problem. Without mines, there can be no electric vehicles." Though it will take years for LKAB to actually begin mining the deposits and putting them to use, this store of minerals could help diversify a market that is currently dominated by China and allow Europe to invest further in renewable energy. This is good news not only for LKAB, the region, and the Swedish people, but also for Europe and the climate. Sweet, sticky, and the fruit of the future. The history behind dates. Well, dates have been around for as long as there's been. Time, I guess. Well, maybe not in prehistoric times or something. I don't know. Maybe there was a monster date tree or something. If you live in North America, well, there's the picture. If you live in North America, dates may not be the first thing that comes to mind when deciding on a snack. I do like them, though. I do. But for millions of people in Asia and Africa, the sticky treat has long been a pantry staple. Okay, here we go. Humans began cultivating the date palm around 4000 BC. Wow. In modern-day Iraq, per Smithsonian Magazine, and it's played a significant role in various cultures. In Mesopotamia, the plant was associated with lunar worship and dubbed the road to the moon. The Roman philosopher Pliny the Elder believed it to be the nesting site of the phoenix, a mythical self-resurrecting bird. The U.S. date industry has its roots in a more modern age, dating back to turn of the 19th century, when a government program was created to locate exotic fruits around the globe and bring them back to American farmers. These agricultural explorers were kind of like Indiana Joneses of the plant world, historian Sarah Seekatz previously told NPR. Today, in the face of warming weather and a growing population, the fruit has a lot to offer. Date palms like the heat, and the fruit itself is durable. Speaking to Smithsonian, French scientist Muriel Gros-Baldizard said breeding domesticated and wild date palms could create the date palms of the future. Okay, let's see. Here's a few little news tidbits, I guess. The U.S. cancer death rate has fallen 33% since 1991, corresponding to about 3.8 million deaths averted in that time. Wow. Scientists have identified the largest amber-encased flower ever found, and it's estimated to be nearly 40 million years old. A group of squid fishermen accidentally got a great white shark stuck in their net and worked tirelessly to help it to freedom. It says watch the video, but I don't know where it would go to. Let me see. Let me do the quote of the day, and then this is from Martin Luther King Jr., and that's appropriate for today, which is Martin Luther King Day, everyone. celebrating a great man. True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. Amen. And I want to see what happens when it says watch the video about the shark. See what it does. Okay. It's okay. There it is on Instagram. Here it is. I don't know if it's gonna play or not. Come on. I don't know how good you can see that. Wow. It's huge. Well, that's interesting. I'd like to have made that, bigger. I don't know how you would do that. I guess I could do it. Okay, well, anyway, it cut off now. So that's interesting. Maybe I could start showing a few things like that. And that little news, those little news tidbits I thought were kind of interesting too. So we'll see. I'll start looking at them and seeing if they have anything worth showing and talking about. So I guess that's going to be it for Morning Coffee Break this morning, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. I hope everybody has a great day. Check out my grocery outlet haul later today. There's always some really great surprises when we go down there. And just, fantastic. Usually, most of it's all brand name stuff you recognize too. It's not just oddball stuff. So we're gonna try to go there about once a week, just to see what's up. So check that out later on today, and I hope everybody has a great day, and God bless.